Center, Mokokchung, Government of Nagaland, for having me. It is an absolute pleasure and an honor to be with all of you and share some insights about the importance of branding and packaging from my perspective. My name is, as he mentioned, Akipong Iyer, and I am currently the CEO of Iyer Bakery, which was started by my father in the year 2005, and I manage and go on a gym by the name Body Balance. I'm gonna keep it very simple rakhibo. Iko theory kan iko anane, balibi moi ejada ki kurina jaise, ki kurina kina result by ase, moila ni inakwa nang ni I'm gonna explain what I'm doing. So first thing first, what is branding? Branding is the process of creating a clear identity and reputation for a business so that people recognize it, remember it, and associate it with certain feelings or qualities. So branding it's not about what you sell. It's not only about what you sell. Like apni ki bigri kore idikla noe. Balibi apni la product to apni ra ki emotion de. Manu ki kina warna apni la product ki kimi boli kina warna convince kuro pare. Apni la storyline to ki ase. So branding is how your business looks. Branding is how it speaks and communicates. The quality and style of the product. Because quality and style of the product is very important. Because serious tama first was appearance appearance so ni nang product ni nang packaging nang product from quality the experienced customers get ni nang ali dang ji wadi nang product ali dang ji customers to make experience somewhere then the last lang what type of experience you give to the customer and that is also one reason, that is also one factor that's one factor to keep people with you, keep them buying your product, and what people think and feel when they hear your name. So like more onto branding and packaging. So I have a few pointers here. Like I mentioned, this is just what I've been doing, and then I wanted to share like a raw perspective of what I do and what I have been doing. So going to point number one, packaging is important because it is often the first physical interaction a customer has with your product. Packaging attracts. People see packaging first before the product. So, nadugi ni nang product to, for example, ni walang general terms tong jiber sa walang example coffee. Any product it could be. Ni nang product to ni nang packet tong supply of sa jito ni sung demi ni nang product to kijer mas sa ni nang packet tong tamang mas. Ni nang packet to kulang na presentable sa tamang artisan sa kulang na secure. Pero automatically ni nang product si earlier price tong sa nung so it is very important to have a very attractive, good-looking packaging. Point number two, a good packaging gives leverage to your product in the market, outstands your product. So this it's all gonna sound almost similar, but trust me, this has all so a good packaging gives leverage to your product in the market. It outstands your product. So when, just say, I'll take the example of coffee again. Of course, as we get Nagaland coffee, Mokokchung coffee, the story of Simranger. That's no farmers, producer, so of course, as we get Mokokchung coffee, gold, silver medal, gold medal, that's Saga, ninang package, ninang product, ninang brand, because you must outstand it all falls down to packaging. Because product was similar, so Kalimi nang shelf from the Yoliza, Saga, ninang packaging do, Kudang outstanding sitter, attractive sitter, logo to padang tangar daga ta chung kai mo leader product to kasa sima ni nang brand to tama shares mo na shelf mo so it's very important that you have a very good packaging. Point number 3, branding and proper packaging gives an identity to your product. Buyers get familiar with your product. So when it comes to branding, branding, as I mentioned, it's about how you make people feel. And ni nang product utilizes lang, ni nang product purchases lang. Tangar dum kung feel sir, paano what do you like about your product? Ano kang di ba? So I'll just give you an example. Like it's like just say one bachakta paise. Bacha paina taige naam bhalikta dishe. Dala niyam sim imyasi ata jong shiraz na that's branding. And what is proper packaging? Taige naam bhal dishe aro niyam sim bhal chikai dishe. Bali taige kina aro taige na orang just say apna bacha ke liye naam friends करनी visit करना चाहिए. Obviously, आपने ला बच्चे के आपने भी सुंदर और बहुत ही दियो मन जाओ तो कपड़ा बहुत लगाई दो. So like this is a very simple analogy, but branding like what your product makes people feel, and then packaging is like how it looks in front of other people. Point number 4, promote your brand to the masses through different means of platform. So, ni ang brand tangar ano kung sir kailangan na manuhi convince ko. How do you convince people that your brand is doing good? This is a very simple term, as in if you look at other corporate business, as other leading brands, what you do is they just spam. Or leading athlete for example, I'll take the example of Nike. So Nike, of course, Nike ji wajib kanadang level pala lao. Saka Nike nang financial year 2026 nang marketing budget je $4.754 billion. Aji for merchant sir da khali kinang brand promote as ba kinang brand te disung dam bet tax adama ko you're investing like that, investing that type of amount. So there is approximately around 10.25 to 25% of revenue just on marketing. So it is very important that you promote your brand. Kadang nai product ka ko sa kanilang brand to kadang nai tangar na mamadad taxi apni khorde buina to it's impossible for people to know your product. It's impossible for people to come and look for your product unless you make people know about your product. So in our local aspect, how do you do it? We are so fortunate. Asikali to social media ase, Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp kan ase, aro news channel kan ase, local news channels. Aro any choto moto sponsoring various local events. Just say there's a football event nikta thakise, nole basketball event nikta thakise, nole ini ekta duck offer thakise. That is choto moto. You don't have to do too much. Like pishi bhi korle kaam nahi. Balibi tangi advertise program de chalo moi price ekta sponsor koribo. Nole moi jack khilai dibo bola brand la namra. Apni an flex brand to advertise program de manugi promote program de mola logo bhi aru mola brand la naam bhi chipkai na khali lagai dibi. So itu kura time de in the heat of the moment apni ko return to napanis nahi lagibo. But trust me, the more you do it, the more you are making people familiar with your product. They know you by your name, and automatically, chokola, tukanung awang do ninang product nintang product kayo ale nung itu dikhi sa sido, itu kursi do, chalo tela product try kursa. And point number 5, do not hold back on the budget allotment to advertise and promote your brand and product. May agile any Nike like example ko yan sina. Of course, over to be poorly come nai. Well, it's like almost similar, but ko sina. Apni product ekta online na, apni brand ekta panay na. You cannot expect people to come looking for your product unless you promote it, unless you publish it to the people. So make sure that like you're using social media influencers or basically who is this famous guy from Hornbill TV? Atona, he's a news anchor, but tala personality character thalane tai aro tai following increase wisho. It is one brand production ki tage guru de ase to individually be. So manu social media influencers can give maybe they'll charge you 10,000, 15,000, 20,000. But if it reaches the right crowd, just imagine. Apni product you're making your product familiar, you're making your brand familiar to the masses, and that's how you gain your name, and that's how you increase the legitimacy of your brand. Point number 6, good or attractive packaging gives the producer more confidence to take their product to the market. So that's for promotion, advertisement, and marketing. So अपना product तो ओलाइशे, अपना product तो बनाइशे, बोलवी अपनी कितना packaging तो अपनी बड़ा satisfy करा निश्ना नोइशे बोले. Maybe again I'll take the example of us. Just say we're going to a wedding. I'm trying to bring it as close as home as possible. So just say we're morning wedding tadi jesi koi. Morning shapey kapra ta purana ekta lagai shule morning manula sorry to sorong khau do. Morning chupta corner jaina bat khaina olai do. If you're wearing the best clothes we have, aura lagaina perfume lagaina jesi shule morning manula sorry confidence pra hi hello na mangi look paina interactive group paro. So itula example like just like that. Apni la product to kimam bhala ase. Apni more confident ho managi. Like this is how my product is. This is how my packaging looks. Give this a try, and that's how you start selling your product. Point number 7: do not compromise on the quality of the material used for the packaging. So that's microns, GSM. It doesn't help you save too much. So packaging kya one. Can you please pass me a packaging?
This one?
Yeah. Thank you. One key packaging start kore. Not everyone, but most of our local vendors, one bra packaging they should compromise with it. This is a very good quality GSM with very good print quality and very good color grading. So, asun ki pudang packaging ya shimder ni sungai guy. Kati se pisa safe kuli karne microns to GSM to all kumti kuri do. Kibya GSM or microns to kumti ho jabo. Automatically printing quality itu nishna sabi itu man clear ball as in kibya itu nishna bi nola ho. All faded discolor nishna dihibo. So imagine apni this is sumo na ya sumo nang brand ya. Even ya sumo jo. Even next model na discolor la. Then packaging do tra quality do tamo jong mai ka tamo jong ba discolor ayo definitely I'm sure na yang sim so tama na. So it's very important ni nang thickness ni nang mai ka nang thickness ba ya khabo over to others do je saka dan kiji shi da ra ji bushima saka dan tra patla sir ni sen kiji no sen der sen ba zi save us ba mi chi no bo imagine this. Get a graphic designer to design your logo, add sentimental value to the brand as well as the logo, create a storyline. So, local vendors like for example, club even family members are computer printer at the end of computer term sheet design na and I don't know this why most of the people in the middle value is a Malay or story like is a Malay. Saka na ko graphic designer over there. When you go to a graphic designer, a legitimate graphic designer, he'll first ask you like, what is your product about? When did you start your product? When did you start your brand? Why did you start your brand? Why, and what message do you want to carry to the people? So he'll ask you questions first. You answer him, and then what he's going to do is by the nang jola the nang do logo do option also. Jada tinda jada option di apni na. So tayo andas pra bana noire. Kili apni start koshe, kila saldi start koshe, ki garni start koshe. Ila sab pra tayo design board logo do. और आपने की logo दिए ना आपने कहाँ की 3-4 options दिए वो आपने पर ताली choose करो और ये तो हम बोलेंगे ना if you नहीं भावना करेंगे तो too hassle too much of a hassle or too expensive but trust me this is gonna hardly cost you 5 to 10,000 but this is you're gonna carry this logo and brand forever अपनी बड़े brand to promote करना चाहिए बोले कि मान do last तक ताकि बोले ऐसे so ini itu kan lebih compromise na karena please get professional help when you're naming your brand and when you're coming up with a logo. Point number 9, confirm the size of your packaging. Get samples first before finalizing the measurement of your packaging. So this is for example 80 grams. Coffee though I think it comes in 280, 500 and 1 kilo. So coffee, for example, coffee I believe 120, 250 grams up to whole pour lagi. Well, if you put the same 250 grams of coffee in a bigger packaging, chola coffee visually kumdi dikhi jabo. आपने तो ठीक 250 ग्राम दिया से बोले भी आपने पैकेजिंग किया तमर फावरा स्टडी न करना साइज तो फावरा स्टडी न करना चूज करना आपने किया पैकेजिंग करो it's gonna look small and obviously when it comes to like when it comes to packaging nearly marketing when it comes to selling your product one first key here do that's what we get first it do basically one clean aside it do akini one is na so get samples it could be in a box भी हो पड़े डब्बा भी हो पड़े नले पैकेज भी हो पड़े इतवान ziplock थकी ना so first अपने ला seller के इतवान sell करा मनो इतवान produce करा मनो नले इतु print करा मनो आगे first plain sample मंगी भी अपनी ला desired किमान grams थाली वो जाए इतु थाली वो first try करा बच्चे settle for the size that perfect size that works for you. So I have also ini Azim Wangina just to show you how important like packaging is. I've brought a very asno titi mon tai juga di chola la product na and in fact India de itu konsep se khai bole mon notice mane khai de na bamboo shoot तो मन बाजार डे बिक्री करा दो यानी तो एक पंच खिना दो इजिली 2 किलोस निसा दो 250 किलोस बाजार डे 100 ग्राम खिने दो ना 100 ग्राम खिने वो the furthest you can send it is सबसे दूर फटाई लेबी दिमापुर तक फटाओ पड़ो मेले गौरी तक फटाओ पड़ो जो बिछी तो पिया हुआ जाओ see but the most interesting thing is this is a product of China they produce kura like just imagine na China they produce crochet done 850 grams pack crochet na and then they're selling it for 243 rupees so we mondo 2-3 kilo punch there 100 rupees maximum 100 rupees mangi ase bazar na so bali bhi mondo idu bhi bahari bhatao bali bhi pawani na sabse todo gauri ra ki jabo to na so China they banaye na aru idu bhi marketer bhi New Delhi bar ase the marketer is from New Delhi Holy Land Marketing Private Limited, that's our company guy. Yeah, market that's where. So like this is a product of China. So imagine, asuno ito bamboo shoot kan local producers kan man just like coffee, man nati man authentic, organic, man species saman thaki na. Man right that ito la perspective pra na sarani man we're still local market te chuli asido. But imagine. Like it's just as simple as bamboo shoot. Oto extra bra kinado itu 3 day thali she bole 5 6 dina hola oto mondo and then preserve kurna it's going to go till the end of the world and it will still last for 2-3 months. So this is the power of packaging and proper packaging and branding. So this is just an example of a bamboo shoot. Saka asli gi iba same formula je iba same tariqa je I'm sure asli gi nang professor bangdo tang asli Sir Philip Sir na pai sayu bangdo China ngi USA ngi South Africa ngi tashi tabangi aror asli gi yan pilamangi me yang chuma yang war preserve bangbo ko Sir sale message Sir again ni orang logo logo designer sebagai nama ni orang I want to speak something regarding designing a logo. So body balance je pun pinang gym mok chumon gym layer that is our gym. So obviously gym that's no it's about maintaining health physical health maintenance adama asarbo good health adama, and it is something to do with body. So we just got like one gym plena, definitely I cannot call it higher bakery. So the name has to do something with the nature of business. So we decided to call it body balance because it's more or less like balancing your body. So we call it body balance. Let us speak about the design breakdown. So since body balance has both the initials as B, and we decided to take both the initials out, BB, and then we bookmatched it in opposite direction. B another key, Ola Asarbo, because since gym is all about muscles, lifting, we decided to take the initial, the shape of this, the curve that gives the shape that gives out of this curled bicep, curled forearm, and then we came up BB do aqui, asar BB não do, ibu penang shape ya kaza, orang ke BB do, itulah design ni panai, itulah shape dia olah di shape, itulah idea tu na, itu bicara kau ni sena bodybuilding, gym do it's about bodybuilding, kumba do cardiovascular health करनी जाए, kumba do muscle build करनी जाए, kumba do bodybuilding करनी जाए. So one common thing is bodybuilding muscle is common number. So we decided to take the image of a like fit, a jacked human, and then we use this muscle definition and put it in the existing BB logo. Now, we're still BB though. After I look at shape, wrist after what we finished it with what is this barbell on the top, because barbell when you come to the gym, the most common thing that you're gonna see is dumbbells and barbells. So obviously cliche, it's very obvious, so we put this very obvious barbell on the top, and it is enclosed by two orange semicircle on both sides. So our color pattern is 80% navy blue and 20% orange. So why we chose this color? Because navy blue, the main color, it represents strength, discipline, stability, and professionalism, reflecting the serious and focused nature of fitness training. And why orange? Because it is an accent color that's on the edge. It represents energy, motivation, action, and vitality, adding a bold, energetic contrast to the navy blue. So in my previous topic, when I mentioned about creating a storyline, like na orang andas break ta naam disi bole, andas break ta logo banai si bole, apni attachment ta na thakibo. Bole bhi apni ki karni ho to business start korise, ki la motive ti korise, aro kina banai to purna jobu munjai, itla sabti apni ekta logo banai na, apni ekta brand name disi bole, apni it's gonna be more sentimentally attached to you. When it's more sentimentally attached to you, obviously, and automatically you're gonna give more effort to make sure that you grow your brand. And lastly, I just want you all to remember point number one: get a professional graphic designer for your logo designing and packaging designing. Good appearance get more attention. Kudang color logo ji font da jung amsha color pattern ji jung am shider attention talyang waza. Advertise your brand and product. Make sure like idam aska yang ursulan minang product to advertise mas numbo basarong la tangar dam machimbitak sa numbo, you'll never know what you're selling. So make sure that you advertise your brand and product. Confirm the size of the packaging in order to avoid unnecessary expenses, make sure na ni nang packaging ji sai ta masadang tama symbol mishiza karam ku majung zu mas majung za ati tama anuk tang zu iloslen ji do not compromise on the material of the quality of the packaging. Like I mentioned, you don't need to overdo it, over bishibe really come nai, always sweet spot ekta key thickness to key thick over it like sabte apna packaging do decide karbe. That's all. Thank you so much.